सर गुड इवनिंग सर।
गुड इवनिंग सर।
सर रिकॉर्डर दिख रहा है कि आपके पास स्टार्ट किया है मैंने रिकॉर्डर?
हाँ सर, दिख रहा है, रिकॉर्ड चालू हो गया रिकॉर्डिंग।
पॉज कर दीजिए सर इसको। आप जब स्टार्ट
ठीक।
करोगे तब उसको ऑन कर दीजिए।
रिकॉर्डिंग तो आपने कर दिया ना, इट इज इन प्रोग्रेस।
हाँ हाँ, तो आप उसको पॉज कर सकते हैं।
हाँ हाँ,
हाँ,
ठीक है सर।
पॉज कर दीजिए। जब स्टार्ट करोगे आप तो उसको ऑन कर लीजिए।
ठीक है सर। स्क्रीन विजिबल है सर?
हाँ सर, क्लियर एकदम
ओके
क्लियर है।
ओके। The Fourier transform, the property is frequency shifting property, and what this property is saying, time shifting property, it's saying that xt having Fourier transform x of omega, then what is the Fourier transform of x of t minus td, and this is the result of that. Now we can find the Fourier transform of two function, x of t equal to, let's say, sine of omega naught t, and x1 t equal to this, and x2 t equal to cosine of omega naught t. Suppose these are two functions. So can I say we can use the frequency shifting property, and what it says? It says that the Fourier transform of cosine of omega naught t is equivalent to e to the power j omega naught t plus e to the power minus iota omega naught t divided by 2. This is divided by 2. Now we know that the Fourier transform of 1 is 2 pi, or we can say we will use this property. And what this property says? This property says the Fourier transform of cos omega naught t is equivalent to 1 by 2 times of Fourier transform of e to the power iota omega naught t plus Fourier transform of e to the power minus iota omega naught t. This is the idea. Now I can say the Fourier transform of a constant 1 is given by 2 pi del of omega. And Fourier transform of 1 is impulse. If this is so, can I say the Fourier transform for 1 into e to the power iota omega naught t is a frequency shifting, and it is frequency shifting 2 pi del of omega minus omega naught. Likewise, 1 into e to the power minus omega naught t can be written as 2 pi del omega plus omega naught. So when we add these two functions, I will get the Fourier transform of cos omega naught t. So Fourier transform of cos omega naught t is given by 1 by 2 pi del of omega minus omega naught plus 2 pi del of omega plus omega naught. 2 and 2 cancel, so you can say it is pi is common. Del of omega minus omega naught plus del of omega minus omega naught. So we can draw its behavior, we can draw the spectrum of this signal. What I can say, the spectrum of this signal is given by you will get one impulse here and you will get one impulse here. So this is pi, this is pi, this is the impulse at omega equal to omega naught, this is impulse at omega equal to minus omega naught. And what I can say, this function is even function of omega, so I can say x of omega for sine omega t, omega cosine of omega naught t is which function? Even, because it is symmetrical about vertical axis. And you can say this is the concept, the all real and even function having Fourier transform real and even. This is real in time, even as a function of time. This is real and even as a function of omega. So this is the Fourier transform of given function. So this is Fourier transform for sine. And let's take draw the Fourier transform for cosine function. Fourier transform for sine of omega naught t. So what you can say, it's a equivalent to Fourier transform of e to the power iota omega naught t minus e to the power minus iota omega naught t divided by 2 iota. So you can say, we know that the Fourier transform of this function sine omega naught t can be written as 1 divided by 2 iota Fourier transform of e to the power iota omega naught t minus Fourier transform of e to the power minus iota omega naught t. Now we can say this is 1 by 2 iota times of 2 pi del of omega minus omega naught minus 2 pi del of omega plus omega naught. We have used the frequency shifting property. And what I can say, if I use the frequency shifting property, the Fourier transform will be this. This is 1 by iota, which can be written as minus iota, and 2 cancel. So you can say this is, and minus I am multiplying. So this is 2 pi, pi is cancelled. You can take pi outside of this. So this is pi j into del of omega plus omega naught minus del of omega minus omega naught. This is nothing but the Fourier transform of function sine omega naught t. So we can say, if I draw its amplitude, minus omega naught, and one impulse you will get at plus omega naught. And this is your this is x of omega. This is omega. This is omega equal to omega naught. This is omega equal to minus omega naught. So there are two characteristics of this function. There are two observations. This for x of omega, you can say Fourier transform of sine omega naught t. We are having two observation about this. First observation is this is imaginary and odd function of omega, and this was what? Real and odd. So all real and odd function having imaginary and odd Fourier transform. So keep this thing in mind. It's very important. let's start with next. Next property of Fourier transform is time scaling. Very good. Okay. So next is what? Time scaling. And what it says, if x of t having Fourier transform x of omega, then what will be the Fourier transform of x of at? So let's start. Let's say it's a Fourier transform is x prime of omega. You can say it's a Fourier transform is x prime of omega. So can I say x prime of omega equal to minus infinite to infinite x of at into e to the power minus iota omega t into dt. If this is so, can I say x prime of omega equal to what I am taking? I am taking, okay, a into t equal to, let's say tau. So can I say a into dt is equivalent to d tau? And when t equal to infinity, tau is also approaching to infinity. So no issue about this. This will be tau equal to minus infinite to tau equal to infinite, x of tau into e to the power minus j omega, it's a tau by a into d tau by a. So we can say x prime of omega x prime of omega is 1 by a tau equal to minus infinite to tau equal to infinite. This is x of tau and e to the power minus j omega by a into tau d tau. And I can say this is nothing but the function of whatever appears between minus j and t. So I can say this is 1 by a, it's a x of omega by a. So keep this thing in mind. And one more important thing, if you select a as a positive number or negative number, so this is whether a is positive number or negative number. When you take a equal to negative number, it will flip the limit. So I can say it's a to b dt can be written as minus b to a dt. So minus sign will compensate in that limit, because when a is negative, you can say this is limit will be plus infinite to minus infinite, and plus infinite to minus infinite. Will compensate this sign. So I am taking this as a means this you can say, let's take a note on this. X of 2t having Fourier transform 1 by 2 x of omega by 2, and x of minus 2t is also having Fourier transform 1 by 2 x of minus omega by 2. So this is the idea. This is frequency. This is frequency scaling. And a compression in one domain is equivalent to expansion in another domain. So this is the idea. Now next is very important property. Time differentiation. So what do we understand by time differentiation? If we say the x of t having Fourier transform x of omega, then what is the Fourier transform of d by dt of xt? What is the Fourier transform of this? So let's start. Can I say x of omega, x of t? Let's start with this. X of t is equivalent to 1 by 2 pi omega equal to minus infinity to omega equal to infinity x of omega into e to the power iota omega t into d omega. Now let's differentiate both sides. Now what I am doing, I am differentiating it. D by dt of xt is equivalent to 1 over 2 pi integral of minus infinite to infinite, because these all quantities are with respect to omega. So I can say x of omega into d omega, and d by dt. Only e to the power j omega t is function of t. So I can say x omega, d omega, j omega, and e to the power j omega t. And can I say this is nothing but, है ना? I can say this is 1 over 2 pi integral over minus infinity to infinity j omega x of omega. This is now input into e to the power j omega t into d omega. So can I say this is nothing but inverse Fourier transform iota omega into x of omega. And if this is d by dt of x of t. So I can say the Fourier transform of d by dt of x of t is equivalent to j omega into x of omega. This is uh, this is the Fourier transform for differentiation, and this will make your calculation easier. What I can say, suppose I have this. Suppose I am interested in Fourier transform of this function. Plus t by 2 to minus t by 2 to plus t by 2, this is a. And I can write that if we are interested in nth derivative, dn divided by dtn of xt, this will be j omega to the power n into x of omega. So let's start. Let's draw its derivative. let's say I am drawing its first derivative, d by dt of xt. So I am interested in d by dt of x of t. So can I say d by dt of xt? We need to draw the slope. So can I say the slope of this function is what? 2a by t. So I am drawing just 2a by t here. And slope of this function is minus 2a by t. So I can say this is 2a by t. This is minus 2a by t. कोई problem नहीं है. Now what I can say, let's say, now I want to draw one more. So I will get one impulse at one impulse at t naught by 2. We know how to differentiate discontinuity. We will get one impulse at at 0, and the what is height of this impulse? You can say the height of this impulse is minus 4a by t, and you will get one impulse at t by 2. And this is what? This is double differentiation, d2 divided by dt2, double differentiation of x of t. So I can say now my function is having easiest form in which we can calculate. We can say d2 xt divided by dt2 is equivalent to 2a by t del of t plus t naught by 2. If I write this function plus 2a by t, I can write del of t minus t naught by 2 if I write for this function. And last is I can write minus 4a by t del t. And it is very easy to find Fourier transform for all the functions. You know that Fourier transform for one is delta t is 1. So it is, you can take 2a by t common from here, and this will be e to the power iota omega naught t iota omega t naught by 2 plus e to the power minus iota omega t naught by 2. ठीक है? And this is minus 4a divided by t, because del t is having Fourier transform equivalent to 1. Now I can say, okay, this is, let's divide it by 2 and multiply it by 2. So you can say this is 4a by t cos of omega naught t by 2 minus omega t naught, because this is in omega domain. So I should write omega t naught minus 4a by t. But this is the Fourier transform of double derivative d2 divided by dt2 of xt. ये तो उसका Fourier transform है. So what I can say, suppose I am interested in Fourier transform of, suppose I am interested in Fourier transform of this function. So this is iota omega square. You can write this as a, this is iota omega square into x of omega, because double derivative means iota omega square equal to 4a by t is common. This is cos of omega t by 2 minus of 1. And you know that iota omega square is minus omega square, so you can write x of omega square is 1 minus cos omega t by 2 divided by omega square multiplied by 4a by t. Now we know that 1 minus cos of theta is 1 minus 1. You can write 1 minus 2 sine square of theta equal to cos 2 theta. So you can say this is 4a by t common. It's 1 minus 1 plus 2 sine square of theta by 2, which is omega t by 4, divided by how much? Divided by omega square. This is cancelled. So you can write x of omega equal to 4a by t, or you can write this is a 8a by t sine square of omega t by 2 divided by omega square. So you can write omega square and you can multiply t here so that it can be t square here. So you can write omega t. You can cancel this t also. What I'm trying to write, I'm trying to bring this whole function as a sine theta by theta form. Now what I want omega t by 2. I want omega t by 2. So I can divide this 4 here. This will be 2 and this will be 2. These all are P naught. We made T. Okay. now I can say this is the function in the form of sine theta by theta whole square form. So we can square the previous spectrum. And what was the previous spectrum? The previous spectrum is this. This was the previous spectrum. So you can say the new spectrum will be this. पिछले वाले का क्या कर दें आप? स्क्वायर कर दें. So, if this spectrum is above and below the reference line, then it is spectrum of gate pulse. Otherwise, this is a spectrum of tri of tri of 2t by t. The next property of Fourier series is integration, time integration. To this property. What is if xt is having Fourier transform x of omega, then what will be the Fourier transform of this minus infinite to t xt into dt? What will be the Fourier transform of this function? So how to approach this question? The approach is very simple. We can say ut convolution with xt is given by minus infinite to infinite x of tau into u of t minus tau into d tau. This is a basic idea of convolution. And can I say this is minus infinite to t, because u of t minus tau starts from minus infinity and will exist at tau equal to t till this point. So minus infinite to t, this is x of tau into d tau, and this is equivalent to what? We want Fourier transform of this. This is equivalent to u of tau into convolution of x of t, u of t into convolution of x of t. So we want Fourier transform of both sides. So Fourier transform of this is equivalent to Fourier transform of this. We know that convolution in time is equivalent to multiplication in frequency. So Fourier transform of ut is 1 by j omega plus I del omega. And xt is having Fourier transform x of omega. So this is equivalent to Fourier transform of minus infinite to t integral. And we can say this is x of omega divided by iota omega plus pi del of omega into x of omega is equivalent to is Fourier transform of integral. So this is very important point. This is integration property of next property of Fourier transform. Let's try some questions now. Let's try some questions. Let's start with some question, practice questions. Let's say we have this function. One function is given by this, and this is minus 3 minus 2, this is 2, and this is 3. This is 2, this is 1. X of t, find x of omega. What will be the value of x of omega? So let's approach this question. How we will approach this question? We will not go by formula thing. What we'll do, we'll just split this. Can I say I can split this into two parts. The first part is this. One function is it's a -3 to 3 this is x1t, and one function having a magnitude is equivalent to 1, and second function is this is -2 to 2, and this function is having magnitude 1. Let's say this is x2 of t. Can I say xt is equivalent to x1 of t plus x2 of t? So now we can add this 2, and if we add this 2, I can say x1 of omega will be outside of the function. We will write area. So this is 6 into sine of 3 omega divided by 3 omega. And what is Fourier transform of this function? 4 sine of 2 omega by 2 omega. Equivalently, this is cancel. This is cancel. So this can be written as 3 sine of 3 omega divided by omega plus 2 sine of 2 omega divided by omega, and this is x of omega. So you can use linearity property here. है ना, यहाँ हम क्या use कर सकते हैं? We can use linearity property here. Now let's take few more example to find the Fourier transform. Let's say one more example is this: e to the power. Suppose I am interested in the Fourier transform of e to the power 3t u of minus t plus 2. है ना? You will use more than one properties in that. So how we will proceed for this question? I can say first I will go for Fourier transform of e to the power 3t into u of minus t. And the Fourier transform of this function is 1 divided by a, which is 3 minus iota omega. Now what we are doing, we want some t minus 2 thing. So let's replace t by t minus 2. And we know that when xt is x of t minus 2, x of omega is x of omega into e to the power minus 2 iota omega. So I can write Fourier transform of e to the power 3 t minus 2. This will be u of minus common, तो ये हो जाएगा minus t plus 2 because it's multiplied by minus sign is equivalent to 1 divided by 3 minus iota omega into e to the power minus of 2 iota omega. Now this is e to the power 3t into e to the power minus 6 into u of minus t plus 2. And the Fourier transform of this is equivalent to 1 divided by 3 minus iota omega e to the power minus 2j omega, and input is multiplied by let's say e to the power 6. So output is also multiplied by e to the power 6 because this is linear. And e to the power 6 minus 6 is what? E to the power 0, which is 1. And Fourier transform of the function is given by x of omega for the function is given by 1 divided by 3 minus iota omega into e to the power minus 2 iota omega into e to the power 6. You can add the power, base is same. Let's take one more problem. Suppose I am interested in Fourier transform of this function. Fourier transform of this function. How to have the Fourier transform of this function. This is 1, this is minus 1, this is 1. Find the Fourier. This is x of t. Let's say it is given that this function is x of t. Find x of omega for this function. So can I write this function as a, I can write this function xt as uh, one. Let's say this is x1 of t. And I can say that x2 of t is given by x2 of t is given by this -1 to 1. And this is what? 1. So can I say, if I subtract this second function, x2 of t, can I say x1 of t minus x2 of t will be this function? Because in interval of -1 to +1, in interval of -1 to +1, So what is Fourier transform of this function? This function is 2 pi del of omega. And what is this? Is minus of sine 2 sine of omega divided by omega. This is Fourier transform of this function. Xt is having this Fourier transform. Now let's take one more problem, and we are interested in the Fourier transform of this function. Let's say this is your then this is minus omega naught, this is omega naught, and this is a. I am interested in Fourier transform of this function. So how we can calculate? We can calculate this by saying x of t is equivalent to 1 over 2 pi integral of omega equal to this is x of omega. I want x of t. So minus omega naught to omega equal to omega naught. This is a into what I can say. It's a e to the power j omega naught t into d of omega. It's j omega t into d of omega. So can I say its integral will be 1 over 2 pi integral of a, and integral of this function will be e to the power j omega t divided by jt from omega equal to minus omega naught to omega equal to omega naught. So this is a by 2 pi into iota t. This will be e to the power j omega naught t minus e to the power minus j omega naught t. If I multiply 2j here, let's cancel this 2j here. You can say it is e to the power j theta minus e to the power j theta divided by 2j. So this will be sine of omega naught t divided by what? A to the power a by pi t. Now you can multiply this by omega naught. So this will be omega naught. T is already here. So let's remove this t here. So I can say this is a good idea to remember the inverse Fourier transform of sine omega naught t by omega sine of omega naught rect of omega naught. It's a 1 by 2 pi outside. Just multiply this by 2 into a into omega naught. So you can say this is area of the pulse, and sine of omega naught t. The same idea as you have in your frequency domain expression. And this is inverse Fourier transform. So this is what? A rect of omega by 2 omega naught. And what is Fourier transform of this? Inverse Fourier transform of this? xt. And what is xt? Xt is given by this. Next property is known as time reversal property of, okay, area under the curve of Fourier transform. Area under the curve. Area under the curve for Fourier transform. And what it says that x of omega is given by summation minus infinite to infinite x of t into e to the power minus iota omega t into dt. So I can take x at omega equal to 0, and x at omega equal to 0 is given by minus infinite to infinite x of t into dt. So area under the time area of under the curve of a time domain is equivalent to capital X of 0, the value of frequency at x equal to 0. This is the one. And another I can write x of t is equivalent to 1 divided by 2 pi omega equal to minus infinite to omega equal to infinite x of omega into e to the power j omega t into d of omega. If I put x equal to t equal to 0, this is 1 by 2 pi omega equal to minus infinite to omega equal to infinite x of omega, and you are putting t equal to 0, e to the power 0 is 1. So this is x of omega d omega. So you can say two very popular expression, and these expressions are minus infinite to infinite x of t into dt is equivalent to capital X of 0, while minus infinite to infinite x of omega d omega is equivalent to 2 pi x of, this is t equal to 0, and I can write this as a omega equal to 0. So this is the property which is related to area under the curve in time domain is equal x of omega equal to 0. And likewise, you can say minus infinite to infinite x of f into df. You can remove 2 pi because d omega will be 2 pi into df. 2 pi cancel. This is x at t equal to 0. So this is the three very important result which very important to remember. So I think this is done for the day. इसके आगे हम स्टार्ट करते हैं कल.